Let's see what we got going on here. All right, there's an ad. Sweet. Love that. Okay, how many effing ads do we have on here? Dear Lord. All righty, cool. We are live. Let's double check, make sure we are also streaming to, what is it? Effing X, Twitter, whatever the hell we're calling it nowadays. All right, cool. We are live over on X/Twitter, the Twitter. Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? We have an amazing show tonight. I have been looking forward to this show for a while. We're gonna be having a good buddy of mine that I haven't seen in a year. We'll get into his lineage and all that. As you guys know, there's a 20-second delay, so I'm keeping the live chat open, and we're trying a couple of new features tonight. We're going to see how it works because I don't know how Rumble is with like super chats and donations and stuff like that. So we actually have a cash app set up for the Shooting in the Woods podcast. So if you guys would like to donate, all those funds will be going to pretty much ammo because we got a whole bunch of guns to be showing off tonight, and we got some more coming in, and that ammo bill is pretty hefty. So we're trying to offweigh the cost. So I just set up a cash app. I'll throw that up in a second. Just waiting on some people to come on in here. Like I said, I know there's a delay. Okay. All right. So this is what I'm going to do. I am going to start the show off. Well, it says we got 2 people watching. So either they're on Rumble or on the Twitter. So let's go ahead and start the show. Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? What's crack-a-lackin'? That's how I usually gotta start the show off. What is crack-a-lackin', everybody? Welcome back to the Shooting in the Woods podcast. This is episode 223, and we're actually 223 on 410 day. Okay, that's a sign. Tonight's gonna be an amazing show. I see DLD After Dark out there. He said he was first. Thank you, brother. Guys, go show some support. DLD After Dark. He got his stream taken down last night over some bullshit. So let's go support our family out there. I see Live Life also in the chat. He is in Alabama in the house. There ain't bad. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Guys, we have an amazing show tonight. But before we get into all the festivities and bringing on probably one of the funniest dudes on the planet, let's thank the people that make this show possible.
Guys, this podcast is sponsored by the amazing people over at Aegis Gun Care. Aegis Gun Care, I've been saying it for years, is the leader in firearms cleaning, lubrication, and solutions. It's a 2-part system. You guys have been hearing it forever. I love Aegis Gun Care. This is the cleaner. It gets all your carbon off your firearms. It doesn't have a smell, and it's non-toxic. Then you follow it up with their special lubricant. We call it Joe Juice here on the Shooting in the Woods podcast. This stuff is amazing. It prevents rust. It lubricates your firearms. It does a ton of amazing qualities, you guys. I cannot stress enough how much I love Aegis Gun Care. They also have cleaning kits available. This is their field kit. You get everything from 22 up till 45. You can get patches, you can get hats, merchandise, and even some pretty cool cleaning mats. If you do me a favor and go over to Aegis Gun Care and use code JOEJUICE, you will save 10% off your entire order. And we thank Aegis Gun Care so much for sponsoring today's podcast.
Guys, I have been saying this for years. If you haven't got on the Aegis train, we actually have Rod coming on the podcast next week, owner of Aegis Gun Care. I'm excited. the Joe Juice. Use code Joe Juice, 10% off your entire order. It helps support the channel and it helps support an amazing company because they're awesome. Alrighty, so who is next? Obviously, we have a multitude of people, but let's thank someone who is awesome at Cerakote.
Guys, this podcast is sponsored by Liberty Bell Firearms. Liberty Bell Firearms is the Cerakote of choice here on the channel. They did the Kit Kat build, paint on the frame. This is the SCT frame. Everything we built over from Brownell's Parts. I said, man, I want this to look like a Kit Kat wrapper. He did it. This is awesome. The video is not doing it justice. He not only did the logo, but he did the pins, controls, all different colors, extremely custom. And he also offers laser stippling on things like AR-15 grips, laser engraving as well for metal parts, say your slide, frame, 1911 grip panels. Guys, if you want to get some really cool designs done or get some stuff Cerakoted, please check out Liberty Bell Firearms. They're offering the listeners of this podcast 20% off by using code JOJUICE. We thank Liberty Bell Firearms for sponsoring today's podcast.
Guys, Liberty Bell Firearms. Okay, I can't stop showing this Kit Kat build off. Okay, absolutely beautiful. My buddy Gamage and I were shooting this last weekend, and he was like, dude, it's the shit. And we're on Rumble, guys, so we can hold guns. We can hold a ton of stuff. I got some unboxing stuff that we're going to show. We're obviously an amazing guest. But like I said at the beginning of the show, I did just open up a Cash App for the show. So if you guys want to if you guys like what we're doing here, you want to help support the channel, especially offset some of the costs with ammo, that is the Cash App is on the screen. That is what we're doing for donations, stuff like that. I don't do Patreon. I hate asking people for money, but since we don't have super chats on YouTube, it's just one way I can offset and kind of recoup some of that. And also it helps pretty much go to ammo for the channel. Alrighty, so now we have a holy shit. We got a whole bunch of people in the chat. All right. DLDF Dark saying, yeah, YouTube is so gay. Yeah, obviously ring the bell. We got 17 people watching. Thank you so much. We appreciate all the support. Smash the thumbs up. Follow us on Rumble. Follow us on YouTube. Let's see. DLDF Dark is saying, if you're not using Aegis, what are you doing? Like, for real, though. What are you doing? Exactly. Jen Champ Jr. is out there. What's up, dude? We got Christy Turtel out in the chat. He said, what she says, what type of AR should I get to match my new whip? CMMG Mark 47 Descent, honey. That's what you should get. Guys, go check out the Heller Foundation. Amazing organization. Break me off a piece of that. Exactly. Live life. The Kit Kat. Everyone should get one. Check out Liberty Bell Firearms. All right. No further ado. We're going to bring on. Now, listen. Everybody has that one coworker in life that no matter what type of day you're having, they say some fucked up shit that just resets your whole line of thinking. And then the good mood that they're in at all times, regardless. The good laughs, the shenanigans that you get into, everybody always has that one coworker. And tonight, James from Downrange Inc. is one of them. I worked with him at Cape Gun Works for 3 years, and he is one of the chillest dudes. He just started a new channel, not semi-new, but he's been doing a lot of YouTube videos now, and we're going to try and blow his channel up. Link is in the description. Guys, do me a favor and go subscribe to James of J Downrange. What's up, buddy?
What's up, Mr. Big Dick? How you doing?
We're starting it off right.
I had to do it.
Oh, you had to. Now, for those who don't know, this is how we used to greet each other when we walk into the shop at, like, the shop opened at 10. We would, like, get there like 9-ish, shoot the breeze for like an hour while we're on the clock. And,
big facts.
Oh, big facts. Yeah. And that's how we would talk to each other. So, guys, James is one of my favorite fellow employees that I used to work with at Cape Gun Works. He made the day every day. Like, James, how much shit did we get into when we worked together? Like,
Joe, you're too kind. All right. You made my day, sir. I looked forward to seeing you in that office every single time that we came in. And, bro, I don't know if we have enough time to talk about all the shit we got into. Bro.
Well, exactly. And for those who are out there, and to ease the stress of some of the higher ups at Cape Gun Works. We are not going to be divulging any secrets. We're just going to be reminiscing and just shooting the breeze. We're going to be trying to, get people to check out Cape Gun Works. Obviously,
Yes, sir.
if you guys haven't watched the channel for a while, I used to be the head gunsmith over at Cape Gun Works.
Like a boss.
And yeah, I mean, I did some stuff, I did some stuff. I already have a guy. Big shout out to DLD After Dark. Cash App $5 to the Shooting the Woods podcast Cash App.
Good man.
Thank you, brother.
Supporting the good cause, the good fight.
That is going to the ammo bill because we got more AR-15 work.
Ooh.
This is the AR that I built when I finally moved down here. Check out Tac Wraps. Look at that.
Dude, that's clean.
Use code JoJuice.
That's sick.
20% off with code JoJuice. Check out tacwraps.com.
Is that the Romeo 5 on that bad boy?
Yes, it is. And I actually bought it from Cape Gun Works on a cherry red deal that I was kind of scolded by. But, our man.
You got it when it was like $100, right?
I think I paid $100 for that. Oh.
What did you get it for? Do you remember?
I paid it $68.
Damn, I think I paid $100 for mine.
Yeah, well, Nate was just like, just get it, just get it out of here.
We had like 200 of those things in there.
Oh,
but they're great, dude.
Well, that's
great optics,
dude. That was the beauty of working in a gun shop because, we're looking for some deals. We use our discounts, and at the end of the year, they're trying to save some money on inventory and all this good stuff. So we're equal opportunists. So we're gonna get some 100%. Good deals.
Bro, I grew up poor as hell. I'm saying anything, if it's free, I just take it. Even if I don't like it, I just take it. Anything free.
Yeah,
I do it, man.
I mean, it all depends. It all depends, Chrissy Chatel says, your beard makes me look like a girl. Yes, I shaved the beard. I'm flying home this weekend to see my parents. So I had to look somewhat presentable. I didn't want to look unkept.
I like it. I like it.
It
looks good. It's clean.
I know. You remember when I shaved the beard off completely and everyone was just like, what? Mm-hmm.
Bro, you knocked like 10 years off your life, bro. Like your looks. It was like, damn, man, you look so youthful, bro.
I know.
I shave off my beard. I look like I'm sickly. Like people start praying for me. Communities come together trying to raise support. I look gross as hell. I'm telling you, dude, it is not good. You do not want to see me without this.
I have. You were babyface when I first met you.
Well, bro, also I have a really horrible face shape, right? So I got to hide it somehow. I look gross. I know it. I just own it, bro. That's all. It's bad, bro. It's bad.
Dude,
if you see me without this, you'll never unsee it.
I don't even know where to go from there, to be quite honest. One thing I want to know, what got you to work at Cape Gun Works? Because, for those who don't know, James is a Marine veteran, helicopter pilot. He's done a lot of videos on military life, getting into the military, what it was like getting out of the military. Please check out Jay Downrange on YouTube. He's been doing, I've been loving his content, doing some firearms content, all that good stuff. So go subscribe if you haven't already. You're from, the DC group in DC.
Yes, sir.
You came from Arkansas to Mass.
The big AR, bro.
How did you land at CGW? Because you're a, I'm not gonna lie. No, you're not. Well, no, you're not. You are not a weirdo by any means. Again, funniest motherfucker I've ever got the pleasure to work with. Brighten my day up all the time.
You're too kind, sir.
But you're a cultured man. You've gone to college. You've fought for our country. You've done all these many things. How the hell did you land at CGW?
Yeah. So this is a weird one. Dude, my whole life is weird, but this was kind of interesting, bro. When I was actually getting out of flight school, and then I took a job on the Cape to work at the base to do air traffic control. And then I was flying. I did some ferry flights and tour flights. So we were doing real estate stuff. And one of the guys here has his own helicopter. So I used to pick him up, go to Martha's Vineyard, take some videos or whatever. Well, here's the thing. I got my disability rating from the VA 50% at that time, and it was for PTSD. And then when that happened, the FAA pretty much like made my life a living hell. They came down on me with such force. It's not even funny, bro. They drained my bank account. They did everything they possibly could to stop me from like flying. And I had to keep going to all these medical appointments and proving myself and do whatever. I had my employee like write to them. I had the VA write to the FAA saying that, you know, I've been doing this job for 13 years and never had an issue. The FAA hated it. They just pretty much just never renewed my medical. And that was my entire income. I moved my whole family up here, bro. And now I'm just like, well, I don't know what to do. So I went to this unemployment office thing, and I was actually going with my lady because they had transferred her job like 3 separate times, right? And we were trying to figure out what was going on. And she's like, maybe there's some good resources, right? And she took me there, and dude, this guy came downstairs and we were talking for a bit, and he was going through jobs, right? And he was listing stuff off, right? And he was like,
I've been to those those little like powwows at the unemployment office. One,
yep,
that dude doesn't give a living shit what you do for what you're doing. He's literally there to collect a pension. Like,
100%.
Does not. That place is like it's like God's waiting room. Seriously,
it's bad.
It's so bad.
It's horrible, dude. So we're scrolling through the list, right? And he stops and he's like, hey, man. He's like, I know this is, this is kind of be a weird question. He's like, but you like guns, right? I'm like, sold. Just tell me where to go, right? And we just went straight to Cape Gunworks. So he had like a listing. I guess Toby or Brennan brought in like a little thing for applicants. So I was like, Marine guns, night and day. Let's do it.
And what people don't realize is that the amount of Marine veterans that work at Cape Gunworks, like,
it's gross.
Dude, you guys got the monopoly on that shit. Well, at one point, at one point you had the monopoly on it. Like, you kind of outnumber us all. But
now it's like me and Lucas.
Yeah. Oh, and Glenn. And Glenn.
Oh, Big Glenn. Yes, sir. Yep.
Yeah,
dude. So yeah, that was kind of a roller coaster ride, but yeah, man, that a lot of people don't even really know like that. I could write a book on that story with the FAA and hiring lawyers, and dude, it's crazy, bro.
So yeah, man, what you're saying is fuck the government, like
pretty much, man. Yeah. And this is the best part, bro. So when I was in the Marine Corps, this is the moment when I'm like, okay, I want to fly helicopters, right? So we got dropped off at this horrible location, just filled with enemies everywhere. And I remember the pilots that dropped us off, and like they picked up and they started leaving. And I was just looking at these dudes like, bro, I want to be those guys. Like, I don't want to be down here right now. They're leaving when shit's about to pop off, right? And when I brought it up to the Marine Corps, they pretty much like cussed me out, lost their shit. They're like, you can't do it. Like, dude, they went nuts. So when I got out, I used my GI Bill to go to flight school or whatever. So at least whenever I used like almost my entire GI Bill to go to flight school, right? So at least whenever all this stuff happened with the FAA and they did everything, the VA like gave me back my GI Bill, and that's what let me go to college, and that's how I kind of supported myself while I was at Cape Gunworks.
So you essentially got your pilot's license for free.
And, yes, sir.
And you are you've done some hilarious shorts on some helicopters.
Thank you, sir.
So all right, so now Cape Gunworks, man, that place was the Wild West. Like,
oh yes.
When the 3 years that you and I worked together, like that place had some characters. Like, whether it's the range, the back room, the floor, like there's so many personalities. Like, if there was ever to have a gun shop to have a TV show, that was like and there's still like, I haven't been there since I moved, obviously, but like, it's just that shop has so much for what, especially on the Cape. So if anyone's ever been to Cape Cod, Massachusetts, it's like, there's nothing really to do if you're not really on the beach. I mean, James, you still need a GPS to get back to your house.
I do every day. I got lost today. I've been coming here 6 years, Joe. I got lost today. That's your boy. And I used to fly helicopters. If I could do it, anybody can. Proof right here, bro. But they set the bar low.
All I'm saying is that store is awesome, but then you take into account that the employees that they have there, and it was the Wild West though. Like if you didn't have a thick skin, you'd get one working there. I see some people real quick before we get more into reminiscing. I see some people in the chat. DLD After Dark says, bro, this dude is funny AF. Smiley face. This reminds me of some of the mofos I grew up with. Dark also grew up in the DC area. He says, yo,
yes,
WTF.
sir.
That's crazy. I'm in no VA.
Yes, sir. The DMV.
That's why he reminds me of the folks.
Dude, Northern VA. Bro, that's actually where I'm from. It's like Alexandria, Virginia. So it's just outside of DC. And it's
you went to the high school at Remember the Titans was filmed at, right?
Yep. T.C. Williams, bro.
Yeah. So Christy Fertel says, I'm going to text Arcana for the month in May. What's some fun shit to do?
Yo, that's sick.
Okay, make sure I'm not missing everybody. Remember, there is a little bit of a delay here, guys. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. But yeah, so getting back to the fun times at Cape Gunworks. We definitely ragged on each other a lot. Me and Nate. Oh God,
man,
I miss that guy so much. Nate was the inventory manager at one point when I was the head gunsmith. There was the no ceiling wall between the back room and the gunsmith room.
I already know where you're going.
So there was this one particular morning that the archery tech, who is no longer there, but we had some characters there, and I was welding, okay,
full blown mask down and everything,
TIG welder on, like gas on, like I'm focusing on a muzzle brake on a like SIG MCX Virtus, which at the time was like $2,300. So we back? All right, yeah, cool.
There we go.
All right, cool. Sorry, we had a little bit of a snare there. So yeah, I'm welding a muzzle brake on a $2,300 rifle. Mask, I have nothing. Why do I keep going in and out? Goddamn. So all of a sudden I hear what is going on here? We keep going in and out. I'm looking at the delay, and it looks like there's nothing. It might just be StreamYard. So long. We keep, all right. What is going on here? Internet connection's weird.
Okay, you guys getting a lot of storms too. Might be getting a ton of storms. My mom lives down in Florida, and she said they have a ton of storms right now. Right?
Yeah, the wind has been kicking up. Don't tell me I just lost this. No. All right, you're there. Yeah, well, the wind must be working. He's fine. Okay, good.
Oh, boom! Still got the bear.
yeah, you still got the bear. So yeah, they threw a rubber chicken over the ceiling. Man, dude, this internet connection is nuts. What is going on here? I have full service here. StreamYard's here. What is going on? This one close out some streams. Maybe that is what's going on here. I have so many apps open right now.
Dude, I don't even want to say about my tabs right now, bro. It ain't good.
Well, I'm getting to a good story too. Mother.
I know, dude. I was just talking to Jimmy about this, bro. We actually
so DLD says we're still here. All right, good.
Good.
All right. Why does this have to happen tonight? Like
always, bro.
Always. All right, I closed some down. But yeah, so yeah, they threw a rubber chicken over the wall at me.
Yeah, and here's the thing, Joe. Did I tell you the backstory of that? Maybe you don't even know about this.
And the on Twitter. Hold on. I'm gonna stop. I think I'm gonna stop streaming to Twitter. See if that will help. Okay, cool. That brought back a whole lot of stuff, I think.
Yeah, buddy.
Wait, hold on. Am I still here? All right, good, good, good. It looks like we're here. Good. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. I had stopped. I had to stop. I had to stop streaming to Twitter. All right. So, guys, check out in the live chat. Make sure that I'm still here. And it looks like the delay is here. Since we keep freezing. All right, you're still here. We're still here. Cool, cool. All right. I think we fixed the issue.
Yes, sir.
So yeah. So Nate and Rashid, you, Jimmy, y'all used to F with me like a lot.
Because we love you.
Yeah.
Because you're like our brother, bro. If we didn't like you, we wouldn't mess with you ever.
Yeah, I know. So as I'm welding this rifle, I hear the squealing of the rubber chicken. Then it just comes over the ceiling and it hits me, hits the welder. I get a mark on the muzzle brake, and I'm just like,
dude, it was so bad.
I kind of had, at that point, I had a little bit of a short fuse. So because I was under a lot of stress. Cape Gunworks is a very high volume shop, and I was the one guy that if I didn't work, guns didn't go on the floor because they needed to be mass compliant.
Dude, this is exactly what I was about to tell you. A little backstory. I don't even know if you knew this. Maybe we never even told you this, bro. No. So Rashid comes in, and Jimmy was just talking about it. Rashid comes in, he's like, hey man, look, Joe swamped. There's like 50 freaking guns in there. He has to get it done. I know you guys play around and joke, do whatever. He's like, slow it down for today. He has like 20, like you weren't lying, bro. Like it was stacked in the office of guns. And they were just coming in like, hey, Joe, got another one. And I just walked past that office like, damn, thank God I'm not Joe right now, bro. That sucks.
Oh, remember the leaning tower of MPX rifles that Nate decided to make this had to be like 20 grand worth of rifles, and it just kind of like
easily
shifted.
We're reckless, bro.
Yeah, it was nuts. Absolutely nuts.
Bro, one more thing I had to tell you, dude. We got to show one of the videos of Roy kicking over the deer stand. The greatest thing I have ever seen. And for those not familiar, dude, Roy, I love Roy, right?
Yeah.
Body was kind of built like a drumstick, but that's okay. Like it is what it is, man. Like
I can't. I'd love to show the video, but here's the thing. I don't want to ruin the internet connection right now. So we're gonna paint this picture. So Roy, again, body built with a drumstick. He used to work at CGW for many years. So the good thing about Cape Gunworks is it not just sells guns, they sell like hunting equipment, archery, they sell like a whole bunch of stuff that kind of goes with gun guys and gun gals. So at one point we had these things of tree stands, and we, hunting season was up, we had to display tree stands. And we were, this is us all drinking coffee in the morning, and me, Jimmy, and I think I forget who else was out there, but we're standing there. He's like, oh, and we're all messing around, and all of a sudden he's like, hey, check this out. He tries to kick his leg over the tree stand. So what he doesn't realize is that his sneaker clipped the elbow of the tree stand mid-air, and dude, just fat backs, like just flat back right onto his you couldn't have reenacted this anyway. Like if you ever saw someone fall, and if you tend to laugh at people when they fall, it's funny. That video got circulated around the entire shop within 5 minutes, and all day everyone was just like dude, just again, we're just a bunch of savages. I see Kurt24 out in the chat. What's going on, brother? Thank you guys so much for watching. We got 21 people watching. Make sure you smash the thumbs up. If you want to help support the channel, check out the Cash App that we made for the podcast as well. DLD, thank you again for your Cash App, brother. I really appreciate it. But yeah, what I used to love is, it'd be kind of a lull lunchtime. I always went out for coffee, and
good man.
I just was like, I'm going to get a coffee, whatever.
It's a guilty pleasure, bro.
Yeah. And they'd be like, it was, hey Joe, what do you got for lunch today? I'm like, I got a coffee. Like, oh, so you ate your food on your way back. They had the range guys had a pastime of effing with my car.
24/7.
Yeah, Jimmy, I love Jimmy to death. If he's watching, buddy, I miss you so much. At one point, you know, it got dark out when we closed at like 7. I stayed till about 7:30 one night. And Jimmy, and I think it was Chris, might have been Alex. These are all guys that worked at the range. Like, I love these guys to death. I miss them terribly. And they put wooden blocks right at the very end of my tire. So when I went to go put my car in reverse, I wasn't going anywhere because I think I'm just going to roll back and, like, you know, call it a day. And Jimmy's the one man that, like, and now, guys, if you ever go to Cape Gunworks now, Jimmy's actually the range manager. So, like, you can't miss him. He's literally the funniest dude you ever meet.
Greatest dude, man.
Yeah, and, like, he's sitting there acting to me on the phone, and he is just pissing himself laughing because it, like, I start revving my engine up, and then at one point they put a whole pallet in the back of my car because
I do remember that.
Yeah, I didn't lock my car. I was like, I work on a gun shop. Why do I gotta lock my car? But did I tell you this? When I was working at a shop down here, again, I worked at a gun shop, don't need to lock my car. Dude broke into my car.
What?
Yeah, opened my passenger door, went right for the glove box. I had nothing in there.
Thank goodness, bro.
Yeah, but like, I kept my car kind of dirty. I still do. Didn't care. Just sat down.
We all do.
Yeah, yeah, sat down. Boom. And now, what is now? Yeah, we could go on and on reminiscing over the shenanigans that happened at a gun shop. You know, then you throw, you know, Russell into the mix. You know, Russell,
I love Russell so much.
He is the appraiser at Cape Gunworks. If you ever go there and you're looking to sell some guns or like trade some stuff in, he's the guy that's going to do it. He is extremely knowledgeable, but
way too smart.
Yeah, he's a low key savage.
Way too smart.
Yeah, he's too smart for that shop. Well, no, he's not too smart for that shop. I think he's too smart
for me. I don't understand how.
Yeah, he, like, dude knows like the grade of like a Remington 742 that was made in 1957, and he's like, okay, well, this is what this grade wood is, and we're like, yo, like, hold the phone, okay. And like, Russell is plus he can, like, when he wants to F with you, he will, and it's funny because it's when you look at Russell, you're like, he just seems like, you know, he's one of those quiet ones. Low-key savage.
100%.
What is your day-to-day at Cape Gunworks now?
Bro, it's weird now. So I always like to say this too, because like people don't really understand it. And I don't either, I guess. I'm trying to get used to it. But I'm like the content creator. So we're pretty much like, we didn't want Cape Gunworks to get banned because I'm raunchy as hell. I'm weird. I you know, you've been around me long enough. I'm weird as hell. So we're like, well, if we make an offshoot and I could do my own videos or whatever, and we can grow a following, if I get banned, it doesn't mess with the shop. So it's kind of like an offshoot of it. And I mean, for the most part, bro, you've seen I'm just doing videos and stuff. We got another video that's coming out that's kind of sick that we just filmed today. So I was kind of like rushing around getting stuff done. But that's it, man. We're doing like videos, bro, like 24/7, and it's been a lot less stressful.
And that's why you started J Downrange. Now you're doing video game streams on Twitch as well, correct?
Yes, sir. We actually got a flight simulator back here. And dude, this is why I missed the hell out of you. So we built a flight simulator back here, and then we were bringing back like different employees and stuff. And I was just teaching them how to fly helicopters. So we have a whole section full of people that can fly a little bit right now, at least like general.
That's awesome. So
wild.
DLDF Dark says, LMAO, he said, I work at a gun shop. I don't need to lock my car. Now, let me explain the exact reason why I should have my car locked. LMAO. Yeah. Christy's like, his car is nasty. Yeah, I got to get it clean. How can we find Jay on socials? You just search Jay Downrange on Instagram, X, YouTube. I don't know if you're on Facebook. Who does Facebook anymore?
I need to. I actually made one, but I haven't started it really too much.
Yeah. Well, I think, you know, F Facebook, not my fan. But yeah, that's cool though, man. You know, in some of the videos you've been making, you know, especially I love your X5 Leisure video. That was awesome,
dude. That came out so good, and that's because our cameraman's a fucking beast, dude. That dude made me look good, bro. I'm telling you. If he can make me look good, You make anybody look good.
I mean, yeah, listen, you're kind of an Adonis. I've told you this many times. Even though you've been shot with a 177.
Bro, I still can't, but like looking back at some of the stuff that I've either said or did with customers, I'm like, damn, that was weird.
You said, didn't you say something? I think you were messing with a customer one time, and like I know this. I know your lady, and she is a sweetheart. But there was one time I think you told a customer, they're like, oh, what's the age gap? And you're like, oh, it's like 15 years. Yeah.
Oh, bro, that's what it was. So oh my God, dude. So I got to stop with my jokes, right? Because people that know me, they're like, that's just James. He's being weird. Other people that don't me are like, oh my God, that guy's a pervert, right? So
pervert.
So this I was talking to some customer and he's like, oh, that's awesome. You got a ring on your finger, you're married. And I'm like, yeah, I met my lady, when I was 24, right? And he's like, oh, that's cute. And I'm like, yeah, I was 24, she was 13. And dude, it was the most awkward shit ever because I'm like, I kind of went about my business. I'm way too used to joking with you guys that are like, that's a goof. No, this dude was like grossed out by me,
he was
bro.
Ready to call child services or the cops, get you swatted, and
the whole tempo changed. Like,
well, there was one time
of the conversation.
Oh yeah, he was probably just like, "Get me out of here! I want to just dude, get me out of this store." Well, there was one time we were like, "Hey, why don't you come out? We're going to this." He's like, dude, nah, listen, bro, I gotta collect. I'm taking care of my dead battery collection, so my whole night is gone." And it took us a second, and then you walk away, and then it took us a second to realize, like, did he just say dead battery collection,
dude? I like the rant. Oh, bro, let me tell you real quick. This is my absolute favorite story of how I mess with Jim Wallant. Did I ever tell you this? I'm about to blow your mind. I'm about to blow your mind, dog. This took me like 2 months of work to fuck with this dude because I love him. I love that dude. So every day.
Jim's a really nice guy.
He's a really good guy. And he's very like friendly. When I see him, he's like, hey, James, always has a smile on his face. The dude survived like what, 7 heart attacks?
7 heart attacks, COVID twice, in the ICU. Like,
bro,
COVID was like the height. He was like the one person I was just like, we're like, how's Jim?
He's resilient. He just can't be stopped.
He was on like a ventilator, shit like that. And you'd be like, how's your day going? Oh, I'm on the right side of the grass. I'm like,
I'm like, what's up, Jim? He's like, oh, I just had a heart attack this morning, but I'm doing good. I'm like, what? Bro. So I messed with him really good when I first started working here. One of my absolute favorite things ever. It took about 2 months to pull this one off. So every day I was leaving, I would go to lunch at 1, 2 o'clock, whatever. And he was at the register. And I walked past him and I'm like, all right, Jim, I'm going to lunch. Or I'm heading out. And he was like, oh, all right, man, you going to a good place to eat? And I'm like, nah, I'm just going outside to go yell at a tree, bro. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. And he was like, okay, all right. And then I did this every single day, 5 days a week, nonstop for about 2 months. Right. And every day it was something new. Well, what are you going to do, James? I'm like, I'm going to go outside and throw a rock into the water. Right. Just stupid stuff, whatever I came up with. And one of the days I waited because we weren't really that busy back then. Right. So now it's like busy as hell. Jim is standing there and he has a whole family of customers, probably about 5, 6 people. And I'm walking out and Jim is trying to be funny with people. He knows I'm going to say something weird. I'm going to go throw rocks at a car or whatever. So he sees me walking out and I did this on purpose. I waited for this day. So I'm walking out and he's like, hey, James, you're going to go outside and throw a rock at a tree and kick a car tire? And I stopped and I'm like, what? I'm going out to lunch, you pervert. What are you talking about? Why would I do that? That's so weird. And I walk away and then I hear him trying to explain it to the customers. He's like, oh yeah, he tells me he throws rocks outside and he's like trying to explain it, bro. And that shit was great. It was like one of my favorite things ever. It took like 2 months to pull it off, but it was worth it.
Your The long game. Real quick before we get more into the conversation, what is your? We do a strap check. What are you carrying?
I'm got the 43X with the sidecar carry today.
How do you got a 40? How do you? Yeah, you can show it because we're on. Ooh, look at and you got the silver slide. No red dot. What the F is that?
I wanted it, but I actually got really lucky. I got this for like $300. I was like,
I was going to say the 43X is not on the approved weapons roster in Massachusetts.
What? When did they change that?
How dare you? I'm rocking the 365X that I actually bought at Cape Gunworks before I moved. This is the Spectre. I'm not going to completely, touch the trigger because this is hot, ready to go.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so we got the Patmost Arms Revelation slide with the 507K. I actually bought off our friend Thomas.
Yes, sir. Dude, beautiful
so
optic.
I tell Nate, hey, I want to buy this FCU. So the frame game is the way to go in Mass if you're looking to get certain guns. So we had to split frames because we had a macro, Spectre macro, or whatever. I didn't want the macro grip module. Me and Nate get into a screaming match because screaming match because I was like, and he wanted to charge me like 60. I had to pay like 60 extra bucks for the macro. I'm like, I don't want the grip. I just want the FCU. No, and he's just like, well, if you want this, you need to buy this. I was like, no, Nate, I'm not buying it. Like you remember me and Nate, like
I do.
We were good friends, and it's just how we had our interaction. People probably thought we hated each other, but it's just. We're fucked up. Okay. We're broken. Okay. We're broken people in this world.
That's why we got each other, man.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. I'm just keeping up with the chat. DLD. Those are the best jokes. The ones that take months to pull off and you give 1 or 2 minutes of pure bliss.
Big facts, bro.
But yeah, I remember I was like, yeah, well, I just want the FCU. Well, no, you need to get the X macro grip or whatever. I'm like, no, I don't. I'm like, dude, I don't want it. Like, why? Like, just take the fucking $60 and like figure it out. Like, I don't know. Like in my head, I was like, throw it in the back room. I don't care what you do with it. And he was like, nope. And I'm like, fine, I will buy it. That grip module is now with DLD After Dark. He's using it for a build as well. So shout out to DLD.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What is because I know the last time you and I actually saw each other, you just bought the 503, which I scolded you about.
I didn't like it.
Oh, I think I did tell you that. So
I think you did.
Like
3 times.
I
you called it, bro.
I was like, dude, you're gonna hate it. It's a piece of shit. You're like, oh no, dog. Listen, dog. This is like, this is what I'm about. It's all good. I'm like, you're gonna hate that gun, and like, you're gonna want to get rid of it.
Bro, give me 1 sec. Max locked himself, and that's why he was calling me. Let me go unlock this dude real quick.
All right, no problem.
Can you give me like 2 seconds, bro?
No problem. Do your thing.
I'll be right back.
But yeah, guys, real quick, while he's doing his thing, we got a little bit of a fun thing that came in at Safety Haba Firearms. All right. We got a box. I had to do a 4473 on this item. I have a big order with Brownells that came in. One of them was the KE Arms KP15 lower receivers, all polymer receivers. Look at that. Okay, this thing is going to be awesome. I'm so excited to do a build with this, and I got another box from Brownells that came in as well. Let's see here. Again, thank you guys for sticking with us. And we had a little bit of technical difficulty. I really appreciate it. We got 23 people watching. Make sure you're smashing the thumbs up. Go follow Jay Downrange on YouTube and Instagram. And also, if you want to help support the channel, consider cash apping the Shooting in the Woods podcast cash out that we just created, and that will go directly to ammo for this exact build. Might have to do full-time Rumble, have the viewers, here and more people on the replay. Yeah, Kurt, that's why I am here doing the Lord's work on Rumble, and I've been telling DLD After Dark to get his act together and just go on Rumble. But yeah, James, I just showed off the KP15 KE Arms lower receiver. I haven't
even seen that.
This is a lower receiver, all polymer lower receiver. It has the pistol grip integrated into the lower A1 stock. Takes a carbine length buffer tube. This was based off of those What Would Stoner Do rifles that InRange TV did. And I got another box here I want to open up real quick and then continue the conversation.
Dude, that's so sick.
You know,
Nate says hi, by the way.
Tell
Nate text me.
Well, that's the thing. There was one. He was ragging on me, as Nate does, because you know that's just how that's our relationship. We're
that's how we show love.
Oh yeah, we are absolutely brutal to each other. I think Rebecca misses it the most. Shout out to Rebecca. She handles all the web sales at Cape Gunworks, and she's awesome. I miss her very much. I think she misses that comedic gold between me and Nate. And then the rare occasion when you would join in and you just be like, say something completely off and be like, yo, dog, like, what's going on with that? I'm just saying, like, you know. But Nate was making fun of me because I have the high point. And you know how he always used to say, Joe, if you're not an asset, you're a liability. So I relayed that to him through another one of our friends. And he got kind of offended, or it was through text message, so you can never understand the tone. So I had to text him and be like, hey, yo, just want to let you know, I was just fucking with you, bro. Like, I miss you. Hope you and the family doing well. But I ended up picking up the Rise Armament LE military drop-in trigger. And because it's I don't know, 4.5 pound. And mother trucker, it comes with anti-walk pins. Goddamn.
Oh,
I already bought a spare set of anti-walk pins.
Always need them.
Always
need them for something.
And then this, you can't have this in the state of Massachusetts.
Oh no, what this is?
What that look like?
Odysee Max.
It's actually a Strike Industries 33 round magazine. And I picked up a little patch because I had to clear out some money. But yeah, so we got another AR build off the What Would Stoner Do or KP15 receiver. And
that's sick.
How is this fitting in the BRN 15?
Let's see what we got.
Look at that.
Clean, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
This Romeo 5, I used to hate SIG optics. This one been run like a top, got that Geisley super dynamic combat, and yeah, guys, tack wrap, black multicam, the best multicam.
So clean.
Use code JoJuice 20% off your entire order. So you're not rocking the 503 anymore, which I'm happy. But do it. Yeah, I told you. You
did.
So what is it like in the AR market right now out there? Is it still like, you know, you have the backwards compatible stuff?
It's still bad. It's bad as it's always been. Probably not going to change anytime soon. There's always a little bit of hopium. Something comes out and customers will come in. They're like, I heard that they're removing the ban. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that. I had to buy pre-Healy. I had to spend like $4,000 to get a good rifle.
What?
Yep.
$4,000?
Well, that's also because I built this thing with like a Criterion chrome line barrel. Like I put the best parts I can find into this thing.
Was this your 14.5 that I built?
No, this is
because remember when we had that like members thing and like I was like looking to get out. All right. I was not about like I had already worked like a 9-hour day. And I was like, I'm ready to go home. I want to go, like, you know, play some video games, have some food, do some content.
Build some rocks at cars.
Yeah, rocks at cars. And you're like, hey, Joe. Or you'd be like, yo, Mr. Big Dick, yo, I need a favor. What's up, dude? Box of parts and a receiver. And I'm like, oh, by the way, I need you to pin and weld this. This is 14.5. I ain't looking to go to jail. Right?
I know.
I ain't looking to catch a felony. And I'm like, dude, you know that what I was just like one of those moments. I was just like, you know, you're my boy. I'll help you out. But then people started coming in like, oh, you're still here. And I was just like, no, I'm not. Dude. I'm not here at all. And I was just like,
you're a good man.
Done. Yeah.
But same rifle. Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, I love it, man. It's if I would have known, dude, like I didn't realize until I got to Massachusetts like how bad gun laws really are. Like I had to learn guns all over again. Because in Arkansas, it's like wild, wild west, bro. It doesn't matter, have what you want. Then I came up here and they're like, oh, that's a high cap mag. I'm like, what? What does that mean? Like, what brand is that? And they're like, no, it's like a high capacity. I'm like, what does that mean? They're like, anything more than 10. I'm like, so a magazine? They're like, nope, high cap, bro. That should not be in my dictionary at all. Like that should not exist. But so now I get to pay what, like $80 for a 20-year-old rifle mag so we can have pre-bands, bro. Gross. Gross. Hate it. Don't like it. Yeah. Nothing I can do about it.
And pre-bands are like what, 40 to 60 bucks a pop?
Yeah. Dude, I think now it's like 70, 80 bucks a piece.
Why are they going up?
Everything's going up, man. Unfortunately.
How dare they, perverts?
I know everybody's a pervert. That's my other favorite thing, man. I say it to everybody all the time, bro.
Yeah, we used to say it in front of Toby, and he would just be like,
he'd be like, what?
He just doesn't. He didn't understand. It was like a running joke.
Dude, you know what makes me laugh? So you missed a really good thing with Toby and Nate. I missed this. I came in and I asked Toby, I'm like, hey, we're ADA compliant, right? Like in the bathrooms and everything. And he was like, yeah, we should be. I'm like, I really don't think we are. I'm like, I was pulling on the emergency alarm in the bathroom, like on the floor for like 40 minutes and nobody came in. I had to call the fire department on my phone. And he was like, what? It should work. I'll go and check it later. It should work. And Nate turns around. He was like, Toby, he just one of your employees just had a medical emergency, and that's what you give a fuck about? Like the string works? And I was just dying, bro. I was just dying. It like just weird, stupid stuff like that. I'm telling you, bro. Like that shit killed me. I love doing weird stuff.
Oh
dude.
My God.
He was so mind fucked.
Doesn't think like, oh, he literally had to call the fire department. The fire department was here.
What?
Like,
bro, what type of emergency are you having in a bathroom where you have to call the fire department at 30 years old at a gun shop?
Yeah,
I would just scream until somebody came in.
Yeah, and oh God. Yeah. And for Toby's credit, dude has like 20,000 things going on.
He does. Busy, popular.
Very busy, very popular, making deals.
Yeah. I love it. You always got to say the weird stuff to people that kind of it sounds normal, like it should be a part of conversation, but it's definitely not. Like the pepper spray. You remember that one, right? With the lady in the pepper spray, bro. Maybe you weren't here for this one either. I was walking past a customer. It was two ladies, and they're buying like pepper spray. And Eric, I think it was actually Eric that was there. He was like, or no, I overheard her. I was walking past, and she's like, "Oh, is Saber a good brand?" And I think it was like Chris, I think. And he was like, I don't know. I don't really use them too much. And I look over. I'm like, Saber's the best brand ever. And she's like, "Oh, really? Well, why is that?" And I'm like, I've been on the receiving end of it for multiple times. I'm like, it's I can't remember the way I phrased it was like in passing. So I was like, I've been on the receiving end multiple times, and it floored me. It was brutal. And she's like, good to know. Okay. Nobody stops to think like, bro, you should never get paid by or sprayed by pepper spray because you're doing something wrong. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Second thing is 100%. Multiple times. What are you doing, bro?
I've been downwind of pepper spray, just because as a bouncer, some drunk dude thought it was funny to go into the bathroom and when he was drunk, spray mace in the bathroom and pepper spray mace. Like that. And this is why you don't drink. This is why you don't drink. Bro.
I did that at a swimming pool one time. My buddy had pepper spray, and he was like, "Dude, let's go and spray it in the bathroom." And I did, right? And then it got into our eyes, and this security guard comes walking in, and he sees like the pepper spray on the ground. I'm probably like 12 years old, 13, unsupervised. So
your grandmother would beat your ass, dude. All right, your grandma. Listen, we all know. I've heard stories of your grandma. Okay, she a G. Okay, she still got thugs. She still got thugs in these streets. Okay,
I don't want those hands.
Real quick before you continue with this story,
yes,
there's a couple cool comments I want to address. Kirk24 out there, he's a channel member on YouTube. Thank you so much, brother. He says, "Don't hate on me, but I kind of want to build an Anderson kit. They emailed out today, the American flag one, but for not the price they wanted." Yep, definitely. I'm not going to hate. Love Anderson.
sounds
DLD
sick.
After Dark says, don't you dare do that. It's illegal to show hope in the 2A in Mass. 100. And then let's see. DLD After Dark says, bro, I will literally airdrop PMags all over Massachusetts next weekend. F them. Forget about your medical emergency.
Good
I need
man.
to check. Forget about your medical emergency. I need to check out this string.
That string, by the way, is like 36 feet long. What, bro? Have you seen it? In the back, it's like wrapped in strands. It looks like a garden hose.
I know.
If
Nate,
you did have a medical emergency, you're like over here like a magician pulling a fucking cord. Jesus, dude.
They used to make fun of me when I take, a short 10-minute break, throughout the day. I got all strep colitis. Sometimes things happen.
Dude, I had a life-threatening case of diarrhea not too long ago. Life-threatening. Survived it, but made me a better man. I made some deals with God. Dude, it was brutal, bro. I don't know what it was, man.
What is your next gun you're thinking you're purchasing?
It's actually a build. And have you seen it on X? We're building a crypto firearm I was telling you about. Have you seen some of the pictures of it?
Yes, I thought you actually already had it. So I was like, please tell me you show it.
I wish, man.
So
we
will it be? Is it gonna combat the Kit Kat?
Dude, that is the second you shown that, I was so like just blown away, bro. That is so sick. Whoever made that and designed is genius.
Liberty Bell Firearms. Use code JoJuice, 20% off your Cerakote. Just throwing it
so
out there.
good. And I saw you shooting it the other day. You said you ended up fixing it.
Yeah, I got the Timmy Alpha trigger in there, and that thing fucks. It 100% fucks.
I'm Brandon. Yeah, Brandon. So one of our reps, we met him down at MBS in Texas, dude. And he brought out the Timneys because he's like a Timney rep. Immediately sold. They had like a demo of it, dude. Those are so good.
Oh, they're amazing. Is this like the Bowden Tactical rep that I never took pictures of?
Bro, Rick still asks about you. He's like, hey, is Joe still there? I want to talk to Joe. I'm like, Rick, man, he left like 2 years ago or whatever, or a year ago. And he's like, all right, well, just tell him we're thinking about him. Joe or Rick loves you, man.
Rick, you can give him my email, my number. Like I miss Rick. So for context for people being like, who are you guys talking about? So James decides to get sent to NBS, which is a trade show for gun shops and stuff like that. People working in the firearms industry, mostly dealer shows. We meet, James meets this lovely gentleman from this company out of Ohio. We had him on the Shooting Woods podcast, Bowden Tactical. Rick is like the president of Bowden Tactical. They make affordable AR parts kits, great AR-15 rails for an amazing price, like good, quality stuff. So when I was equestered or pretty much forced to do a AR-15 build class, we decided to use Bowden Tactical as the sponsor, or that's two of the parts kits we used. The way to my heart is free t-shirts in my size, and Bowden Tactical has the Tactical Girth clothing line.
Yes, they do.
So James comes back from MBS and he's just like, Mr. Big Dick, come here. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, James, I got 7 CZ Scorpions. I got to pin the stocks on. What do you need, bro? Like, what is it, life or death? And he's just like, just come in the back room. This is very serious. And I'm like, and I'm thinking, well, somebody complained and I'm going to get yelled at. And then
it.
Yeah. He rolls down this shirt and he's just like, I got you something, dog. And I'm like, dude. I had to reset my entire train of thought. And I'm like, yo, that shirt's like dope. And he's like, yo, I met these guys Bout. And so I was supposed to take some pictures before. I never did because I was moving, and getting my ass to Florida was a little bit precedent. So Rick, if you're out there, if you ever hear this, I'm sorry. I still have the sweatshirt that you gave me. I love it. So
that's why he's been trying to ask me like where you live at, your address, who's your closest friends, family.
What's my social security number?
What's my social security number? I love Rick, man. Good guy.
Yeah, that's the thing. Bowden Tactical makes some great stuff. They even make MP5 handguards. Yeah, tell him that you pass him my email.
I got you.
If he needs to chat, unless he's just like, so I need that sweatshirt back.
Oh man, I'll let my friend borrow it.
I'm in Florida. I don't need sweatshirts. What are you talking about? I live on the beach,
bro. I'm jelly, man. It snowed yesterday, then it's 60 degrees.
What? Whoa! Hold the phone.
Or not snowed. Maybe it's like 2-3 days ago it snowed.
I'm coming home this weekend, dude. I don't want to deal with snow.
Yeah, there's nothing. It was like a little flurry.
Yo, I'll cancel my flight like that. I don't care. Like, I'm not. I never want to see snow again. Like I'm telling you right now. Like,
bro, I was so spoiled in Arkansas, dog. Like when it hit 40 degrees, we're like, yo, shut the state down. I'm not going outside for that. And I come up here and it's like negative 17 degrees, dude. I'm not built for this, man.
Dude, I used to have to drive over the bridge. Dude, I'm
140 degrees every day. Love it. Cooking. That's probably why like my brain's all fried, dude. I'm smooth brained. I used to just sit there full gear, full kit, back at a Humvee, 140 degrees, my boots melting, loving it.
Well, didn't you tell me you had a mission somewhere where you had to stop in Russia, but you planned for like warm weather, and then you stopped in like Siberia or Russia or something like that, and it was like again negative 20 and snowing and windy, and like you had nothing to keep you warm?
Bro, they forgot to tell us something. So we were all going to Afghanistan and we show up and it's like, I kid you not, bro. Like we land first. I thought we were crashing because it was like ice all over the runway. So I'm sleeping and it's like violent as hell. I look out, there's all these Air Force dudes looking like Eskimos, like shit pulled all the way up. Everything's tucked in. They got like the most protected shit I've ever seen for the snow. And they open the door of like the aircraft and this steam just comes in and everybody's like opening up their bags. I'm like, dude, I thought we were going to the desert. Like I only have like hot weather gear. So if you don't know this, if you look at like Marine Corps camis, the green ones are actually like a little bit thicker. And the tan ones are actually a little bit thinner because of the environments, right? So I had all my tan stuff. And we ended up putting on all of our fireproof gear, which is not, it doesn't help you stay warm. But dude, it was negative like 17 degrees. And I look at our weather dude, because a pilot was like, all right, it's going to be negative 17 degrees getting off the plane here. And I look at the weather dude, I'm like, hey, wake up, motherfucker. I'm like, negative 17 degrees. I'm like, does he mean Celsius or Fahrenheit? And the dude like woke up and he was like, negative 17 degrees. He's like, it don't fucking matter, bro. This shit's gonna suck. And I'm like, all right, well, that sucked balls. I was there for like a month, bro. They called it Camp Alaska. And when you're peeing, like it's freezing coming back up. It's a race against time. It is it's scary as hell, man. I don't like the cold, bro.
So you got the M4, you got your M4 strapped, your M9, you got all this gear that can't keep you warm, and then you're afraid to take a piss outside.
Yep. And this is the part that pissed me off. Okay.
And now you're at a place where if you pull the string, nothing's gonna happen.
Nobody's coming for you. Bro, this pissed me off so much. I'm like, this is the thing. There's keys and indicators leading up to a horrible event. And I should have seen these red flags, right? We get there and the lady's like, oh, the Marines, you guys are over at Camp Alaska. That should have been, hey, this is going to suck. I didn't think about it. I'm walking past these Army, like they had Army and Air Force showers and there's steam coming out. These guys are like giggling. They're like, rolling up towels, hitting each other in the nuts with it, loving life, right? And I'm like, this ain't going to be too bad. We show up, pitch black pitch black dark, one big tent. There's like 80 of us and there's like 14 beds. Then they're like, oh, we don't have hot water. And by the way, you guys have the shit in this weird thing that looks like a medieval torture device. It was a double stacked toilet, right? With no back. You climb up the ladder and you shit and it falls back down behind the person on the bottom. And then you take a hose and brush it out with a brush. And yeah, that sucked, man. And then they're like, hey, man, you want to re-enlist? Come on. Okay, I'll do it. What else am I gonna do, bro? It sucked. That was miserable. They should have just told us. I would have been a lot happier. But by the time I got to Afghanistan, I'm like, I don't care if I die. Dude, that was so miserable.
That's dark. That's some dark shit, man. Well, I'm happy that you made it back because, you know, I don't think my life would ever be the same if we ever met.
Likewise, dude.
So as we're winding down, what do you guys got going on at Cape Gunworks right now? Like, what are some of the deals you guys got? What's some guns you just got in that like you're like, oh wow, those are cool, you know?
Bro, I wish I could tell you a little bit more because I haven't been on the floor a lot.
You just stay in that back room next to the stuffed bear that has been pushed around probably every single room of that shop.
Bro, there is so much like dust and stuff that comes off that thing when I move it. It almost kills me every time, floors me. But yeah, dude, I usually just stay in the back. Toby does a gun of the week every single week now, which is actually, have you seen like some of his new videos? They're absolutely phenomenal.
The production's gone up very well.
Through the roof.
I know you guys just got the Mark 47s, so I'm pretty jealous. The descents, the Siemens descents.
I don't even know we got those.
Dude, when I scroll Instagram, I see shit, you know, and I still keep one. I keep a pinky toe in the doors of Cape Gunworks.
Good man. We need you back. We need you back.
It's never gonna fucking happen, dude. I got a suppressor on the way. All right.
Good man.
I'm waiting for the ATF to accept the Form 3 for Brownells to send it to Safety Harbor, and then I got to
tasting that gas every day and loving it, bro.
I don't care.
Loving
loving it. And I can never move back. What am I gonna do? Sell the suppressor? No. What am I gonna do? Move back to Massachusetts with a suppressor? No. Not looking to go to jail.
Yeah,
like who's gonna come bail me out? What am I gonna call? Hey Nate, I just got arrested for having a suppressor. He's gonna be like, click, not even respond, just click, and then call you, call Tommy, call Jimmy, be like, yo, dude, listen to what happened,
dude. I would try to help you out. I just don't have much pull. I would probably make things worse, bro. I show up and they're like, this dude, Joe's guilty.
100% guilty. Well,
you're friends with this dude. This is your character witness.
Imagine if I did like a 1 day only, like I'm back on the floor. I'm on the floor 1 day only.
Dude, I would love to have you back here. That would make me so happy, bro. It is.
I wonder if I would sell any guns. Like,
I bet you would.
Just walk around. I still have a polo. I should just walk around with a polo one day. And
dude, I used to walk past that office, and it was the most depressing thing ever. Because I'd walk back, I'm like, Mister, man, fuck, he left. It was just empty, bro. It just
who was the most
so good.
Who was the most sad when I left?
Nobody's gonna be sadder than me. I'm gonna put that out there. All right, so me excluded. I'm gonna say this, man. I don't think Nate would ever like say this or admit this, but I know for a fact that dude missed the living shit out of you because even like the next day, he came back and he was just like, he's like, man, I missed Joe. Like, dude, he was being very genuine, very serious. He missed the hell out of you, man. 100%. As much as he messed with you and you guys are going back and forth, he did that just pure love as like a brother, bro. Yeah. And I know that really like that dude, that just took the wind out the sails, bro, when you left, dog. Yeah. I don't even think
Jimmy. I think Jimmy also. He was
dude, dude, Jimmy
distraught.
Dude, he has only the greatest things to say about you, bro. Absolutely loves you. He's like, I love Joe. Joe's such a good addition. He's like, I really wish he could stay and like that we can afford him. We can't afford you, bro.
Oh yeah, no, you couldn't. Yeah,
you're priceless, dog.
I'm telling you right now, if I was offered like $100,000 a year to come back and just like do light duty, I'd still be like, no. You would have to offer me like over $500,000 to move back to Massachusetts.
Damn,
like, that's my price, $500,000, and you know,
man, I'm cheap as hell. I'd do it for.
I mean, I think I'm overbidding myself, to be quite honest. Christy Trutell's out in the chat. I see it's a little bit of a delay, but she says, make sure you tell Toby and Brendan that Dick Heller says hello.
Will do for sure.
With the Heller Foundation. Let's see here. DOD After Dark says it gets so cold they have to switch the thermometer to Kelvin. And then Christy also said back in the chat, said, Guys, he wears that tactical girth shirt in the airport, and he gets so many fans from it. You know how many effing compliments I get from the tactical girth shirt?
Bro, that's so sick. I didn't know that.
Oh, I get so many compliments. I got a new T-shirt that I'm in the works of working. We're not going to fully disclose it yet, but it's
Okay.
you know, people talk about like tactical trash pandas or actual tactical pandas or possums.
Okay.
Manatees. That's all I'm going to say.
When
you look at my body type, you think manatee. We all remember
like
I would walk in.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember, you know, I'd walk out back and say, dude, my dream is to buy a house down in Florida on a canal. And then I would find a manatee friend that I would feed heads of lettuce to at the end of the day. All right.
That'd be so sick.
So it's a felony. It's a $10,000 fine if you get caught doing that in the state of Florida, which is completely stupid because you see those videos on TikTok of these like divers and the manatees come around and they just like hug them. They can't touch them. They just have to just lay there stagnant while this manatee is like just cuddling them. Can't touch them. Can't do it at all. You get caught doing it, $10,000 fine.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Manatee. Okay, so I'm a huge animal guy. You know this. I love animals. Anything that even looks like a dolphin, I don't mess with them, bro. I don't mess with them. I was watching King of the Hill, and that dolphin,
know the episode. Yeah,
dolphin almost raped Hank.
Yes.
Done. Well, I'm out the water, bro.
Also, the reason why my beef with dolphins is they're assholes.
They're mean as hell.
Well, the reason also because they have their cerebral cortex is actually like I think 9 times the size of humans, and the only thing bigger of brain or like cerebral cortex is orca whale. So like that's why like Tilikum the whale. Oh yeah, the knowledge that's up in this here. So the Tilikum the whale, the SeaWorld whale that killed that chick at SeaWorld. That orca, his like brain was like I think 12 to 13 times the size, and like their cerebral cortex, which is pretty much like your memory card for your brain, stuff like that. That's how enhanced and like advanced they are over humans.
What?
It goes orcas, then dolphins are actually the smartest creatures on Earth, but dolphins are assholes about it.
Oh, they're dicks.
Yeah, and like they don't care. Like they're kind of bullies. Orcas are like they like chill. And then you get manatees who are like, dude, they don't really like, they don't do any harm. Okay. They don't harm anybody. Like they're just chill. But apparently the state of Florida decides it's $10,000 fine if I want to like have a little buddy.
See, it's weird when you look at laws. It starts getting bad when they have to put a law in place to tell people to stop doing stuff like that.
That's Florida shit right there. Okay?
Yeah, 100%, dog. 100%.
Like if you got so say that Cape Gunworks gets a picture of me just laying in a canal, hanging out and feeding lettuce to a manatee. That shit would be blown up, put on a flag in the main room. Okay,
bro.
But if I get caught by FWC down here, I go to jail.
What?
I'm just saying, like that would be a sight to see. All right,
bro. I mean,
I know, dude. Jimmy would have a wallet bifold photo of it.
Could you imagine, bro? I don't know, man. I love, like I said, I love like sea life and stuff like that. But I got bit by a dolphin surfing out in North Carolina, man. I was done. People were fishing with shrimp, and it like brought them in, and one of them bit the hell out of me.
I see him every morning. I'm lucky enough. I live right on the Gulf Coast, so it's very warm and calm and stuff like that. So I would go have my cup of coffee in the morning by the jetty, and I'd see dolphins swimming around. I'd see manatees swimming around. Dude, I live in paradise. Okay, so I live in paradise. Why would I uproot my life to drive over the Sagamore Bridge and deal with that traffic? Like I'm all set. Like
I mean, I'm proud. Again, I'm happy.
If we could manage to do a one day only, or I'm in for one day. We do a podcast on your channel, and then all of a sudden I'm on the floor selling guns. Obviously, there's some old customers that I would see, and I'd just be like, listen, like we're doing a one day only thing, so you need to buy something for me now to make it worth me coming up here,
bro. You had a cult following, by the way.
I did.
I'm not even joking.
I had some really amazing customers, and I miss them to this day.
Dude, they come in and dude, there's still some of the older customers are still like looking for you. I'm like, hey man.
You mean the meanest man on the street?
Dude, he's a beast. Nothing can stop that guy. What a badass.
We're just
But
gonna
he loves you.
we're gonna refer to this
TS.
customer as TS. Homeboy is
Great guy.
oh awesome,
Great
awesome
man.
guy. But
Dude.
yeah, dude, good times, man. I just like I said, I think when we all worked together, we had like a golden age. If we were gonna get a TV show, that was the time to get the TV show.
Yes,
Because
sir.
so many personalities, so many just great times. I think it's lightning in a bottle. You know, I don't think we could ever recreate that.
Yep. I mean, one of my favorite things, it's like we may not have it all together, but together we have it all.
Yeah.
And that's how it was, dude. It's and one of my favorite things from The Office, I'm not even gonna quote it because I'm gonna butcher it every time, but something that Andy said at the very, very, very end was he's like, I wish we would know that we're in the good times while we're still in them, right? And that's how I feel. I'm like, you don't realize how good of a time you have or what you have in that moment until it becomes a memory. And then you're looking back on it like, damn, man, I really miss like those those golden days, bro. And you're right. You can't recreate it, can't bring it back. It'll never be the same, but it's definitely lives in my heart forever, bro. Absolutely loved it. I loved coming in to see you guys. Dude, it was one of the funniest. You never knew what you were going to get every time you shown up. Great people. Love Toby and Brennan, having them around, dude. It was just it was good times, man. Good times, dog, for sure.
And that's the thing. Cape Gunworks is still thriving today. I definitely, guys, recommend going to Cape Gunworks or even checking out their online store. They have a wide selection, not just mass compliant stuff. So if you live outside of Massachusetts, you can actually buy guns from them. Their whole used gun inventory is online, ammo sales. I think if you still use code SGNE10, you get 10% off your order. I don't know if that code is still valid, but
I gotta check that for you.
I'd laugh if like there's like a pretty hefty like, oh wow, like this is how much people have bought. This is what I grossed.
Dude,
and I'm just gonna. All I do is I'm like, you know, what are you doing here? I'm hanging out on the range. You don't work here anymore. Listen, whoa. I think I could get it. I'd be like one of the only ex-employees that could like, and like when I mean ex-employee, like I used to work at Cape Gunworks. Like I miss them. We ended on very great terms. I moved on, I moved down to Florida and stuff like that. Life happens, people move on.
Dude, Brendan, I don't remember his exact words, but when he came in, he was like, yep, we're going to miss him. But he's like, good for him, man. He's like, good move. Good for him. Like he was proud of you, bro. There was no bad blood. Like everybody was just happy that you're going to something that's, better for you, and I think that's huge. And I wish more companies would kind of do that and realize like, these employees are going to make moves that are, of course, better for them and their families and not be resentful, bro. You did great work. You left on a good note. And I think everybody here was like really proud of you and what you did, man. So we were super happy for you, bro. There was no, like I said, no bad blood or anything. So welcome back.
I still think I still think I could definitely just walk into the range because that's pretty much what I do.
Dude, like a boss.
I could walk into the range and they'd be like, what do you do? I'm like, really? You're going to tell me to leave? And I'd just be like, whoa. I'd go, Alex, Jimmy, take care of this. And they'd be like, bro. They're like, do you know who this is? Do you know who I am? Dear Lord. I have SMHTBH19 out there. It says, hello, world. Well, what's going on, sir? Thank you for joining. Guys, make sure we're way over the 9 o'clock hour. I had a feeling this was going to go. I know you're still at the shop, too. So who's ever like sitting there, they're probably like, what is this guy talking about?
My buddy Max is staying to close up with us, and
Jimmy was probably like, dude, we got to close the store down. What's going on here?
He did. He was like, dude, I'd love to hang out, stay with you guys on the stream. He's like, but I'm getting out of here. I've been here all day. I don't blame him.
God, I miss him. Please tomorrow when you go into work, give my love to everybody at the store. Tell them I miss them. I will be coming home this weekend. I unfortunately will not be making the trip down just because I'm just going to be spending some time with my family.
Good for you.
So, that's going to be cool. Flying into Boston at like really late at night. I'm literally traveling in basketball shorts because, I have this thing where like every time I fly, I don't have pre-check. I got to get pre-check because Philadelphia airport, shithole. I hate Philadelphia airport. So now I'm tired of getting like, strip certs. I don't get strip certs, but like they pat me down very like extremely like thoroughly for no reason because
Why?
It goes off.
Like, how do I get that treatment?
Well,
I got to do. People don't want to touch me.
I mean, hey, you go through the radiation 5000. Okay.
Okay.
You go
Fry
through
your
that
nuts.
scan. Yeah, they scan you. It always goes off in my crotch, and I'm like, guys, it's my zipper. Like, it happens every time. Like, I travel in jeans.
How big is your zipper?
Have you seen my waist? Come on.
I've seen your junk twice. Now I looked at it once.
No,
it's huge.
You never have. we're putting that down right now. No, we never have.
I heard rumors around the shop right now that you can tell how old Joe is by cutting his dick in half and counting the rings. It's huge, like a tree trunk.
What is it?
It's huge.
What's the matter with you? Oh my God. Dear Lord, this is why I miss you. But yeah, I'm like, hey, just do the wand, dude. I'm like, dude, just do the wand. It's the metal on my zipper. And they're like, no, sir. Do you want to go to a private room? And I'm like,
what?
I'm like, you put me in that room, I'm gonna punch you in the throat. Like, just where throat punch.
You're gonna start kirking out, have a meltdown, bro.
I'll take a steel chair and just, like, swanton bomb his ass right onto the
floor.
Yo,
the swanton bomb.
Yeah,
dude, with like Matt Hardy, bro. I used to love that.
I know that's the thoughts that go through my head when I have to deal with TSA.
Good man.
But I'm gonna see if I can travel with basketball shorts this time, and then, but also it's gonna be cold as shit when I land into Boston because
of course,
Massachusetts can't regulate the thing. But guys, we have been going well over the hour. James, thank you so much for coming on. We've been talking about doing this podcast for like ever. I wish we were able to start CGW after dark. That is one thing I do wish that
we could come up with something now.
I mean, we could, but it's just, it'd be very tough, very difficult. But guys, do me a favor. The link is in the description. Go to J Downrange on YouTube, subscribe. Homeboy has amazing content. Check out Cape Gunworks online or in store if you ever get a chance to go check out Cape Gunworks. They have an amazing selection, well-trained range staff, amazing rental wall, good pricing, knowledgeable employees. This is pretty much an ad for Cape Gunworks. That
you're the man.
It's out of the goodness of my heart,
dude. One thing I want to try something to see if it works on stream. Have you seen it, dude? They shouldn't give me this. Let me see. Does it? Can you actually hear this?
Joe, can you hear this?
What? Why do you have a soundboard?
Oh, do you actually hear it?
Yeah, I hear it. Yeah.
Mr. Big Dick.
I gotta stop. It's one of my favorite things. I've been using it on all the streams. I didn't know if it actually work here, dude. That's dope. I was gonna do an intro with it, but I'm weird. They shouldn't give me this thing.
They give you a roadcaster, and they're just like, "Oh yeah, nothing weird's gonna happen," and you're just like, "You
like,
can't see me."
What the? Dude, I'm weird with it, bro.
You've had the censor button the entire time, and we've dropped how many F-bombs? And
oh no!
No. All right, guys. Joe, as always, check out the show next week, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget, if you guys want to help support the channel, check out the member only section on YouTube, or we now have the Cash App set up. It's SITWP for Shooting the Woods Podcast on Cash App. If you want to send some donations, it will go directly to ammo. All right. As always, stay safe, stay shooting. Peace. Let's make sure.
Everybody.
Can I hit a button? Like, this is what I want to know. What? I can't even hit the button correctly. And I went to online